Alright, guys, so this is another Patreon request, and this comes from Bill McLaughlin, who asked me, autofocus, who asked me to do a crossover pairing video with Lilith Clawthrone from Owl House and Thane Krios from Mass Effect. Now, admittedly, I was kind of like, does that even work? Like, how would that even work? I don't know if that could actually be like a feasible pairing. But the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, let's give this a shot. Like, let's give this a shot. Now, the first thing we have to talk about is that Lilith is confirmed as Arrow Ace. She is asexual, meaning she has no real romantic feelings towards anyone. Now, that's not to say asexual people don't feel emotions towards someone. Trust me, I've known a few people in my life who are asexual and do have relationships. So it's not like it's impossible, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, Lilith isn't going to be the one looking for a relationship. She's gonna, like, that's the thing that's kind of like the first fork in the road with this whole thing, is that Lilith, Thane would be the one to kind of engage, but like Thane's not also looking for relationships, even though, yeah, he's open to a relationship, but like at the same time, he's not like looking for them. But let's say, for the sake of argument, let's say these two get into a relationship. What would that be like if Thane, Krios, and Lilith Clawthrone were in a relationship? Now, honestly, I think it'd be a lot of fun, because the two of them would be really into like literature and I think it would be kind of cute to see like Lilith rant on and on, like she's going on and on about like some weird texture on a table, and Thane is just sitting there like, oh, it's so fascinating. Like he wouldn't be like trying to refrain it or be like, oh, this bitch is boring. He'd be like, no, he'd be like, Thane would be generally happy, like he would be interested in it, because that's who he is. He's always excited about little things. He was always happy about, the little things in life, and it always like made him happy for like appreciating the little things. And Lilith is always about the little things in life. She always gets excited about that. So just to see him like them, I can even see them silently sitting on a couch together, or sitting in separate chairs, reading different books and just enjoying each other's company. That's what I really think the gist of this relationship would be, is them just really enjoying one another's company. That's kind of where I see this, is that they would both really, for the lack of a better word, just more or less just spend time together. Like they would just be enjoying one another's time, and that would be it. Like that would literally be the crux of their relationship, is them just being like, yeah, it's cool. I also think Lilith and Thane would be very understanding of one another's, like, where they are in life. Like Thane, I think, like, would open up about his time as an assassin, and Lilith would be understanding, as Thane would be understanding of her life as working for the Emperor, because they both kind of worked basically doing really shady shit, but for what they thought was for all the right reasons. So I think the both of them would understand each other in that regard. So the two of them definitely would get the idea of, we did some really horrible things, but we did it for all the right reasons. Now, I do think Lilith, if she really does care about Thane, she would try to use magic to try to heal Thane, but he'd be like, no, there's no cure. Even like the magic you have can't save me. So I think it would be more like Thane just would want to enjoy the time he has left on this earth and just be with her. Like he would just want to be with her until the end. Like a very peaceful end. But if you've played Mass Effect 3, then sadly they don't get that peaceful end. Thane doesn't get that peaceful ending. And I just kind of imagine I'm just kind of imagining a scene where, like, after Kuai Lang kills Thane, I'm just imagining a scene where, like, Lilith, like, takes her staff and just chucks it like a spear and just impales him on the like Thane on the against the wall, and he's like it just hanging and impaled on it, gasping for breath, and she just goes over and pulls it out and is like, "That was for Thane, you son of a bitch." She just goes full rogue. She just goes full rogue. So like, fuck the Paragon. Anyway, so there you go, guys. Just a brief little video crossover pairing video, and yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the thought of Lilth Clawthrone and Thane Krios from Mass Effect being in a relationship? How do you think that would go? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon, where you too can ask for a Patreon request if you hit the 4th tier. And not only will you be able to do so, you'll be able to check out all the other videos on Patreon, all the exclusive content over on Patreon. Once again, thank Bill McLaughlin for this video. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.